If you want to make a reservation to see a play in La Comédie Française in Paris for Tuesday, December 15th, how do you say the date in French? And if your train ticket to Carcassonne says 02/01/2020, what day is that? You might have heard that the date is reversed in French, but how does it work? What are the exceptions and how can you sound fluent and not awkward when saying a date in French? Let's dive in. Bonjour, I'm Géraldine, your French teacher. Bienvenue to Comme une Française. Today, like every Tuesday, I will help you get better at speaking and understanding everyday modern French. Allez, c'est parti. The date in French follows easier rules than many other parts of French, but at some point you need to sit down and learn how to say them. And in order to say Tuesday, December the 15th, 2020, you have to know how to say, well, Tuesday in French, December the 15th and 2020. But okay, if you already know your French days, month and numbers sur le bout des doigts on your fingertips, it means perfectly in French, sur le bout des doigts, then yes, you can skip to the second chapter of this video where you're going to see a big red screen. Otherwise, you might want some quick background first. Don't forget that you can pause the video in order to take notes. So, a week in French is made of lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi et dimanche. So remember, Tuesday is mardi. Great. Numbers are a little bit more complicated. We're going to see a few of them first and I will point you towards a lesson that I made about all the numbers at the end of this video. For example, we have 1, 2, 6, 11, 12, 15, 30, 31. So remember, 15 is 15. Well done. Finally, the French months have names very similar to the English ones. Janvier, janvier, février, février, mars, mars, avril, avril, mai, mai, juin, juin, juillet, juillet, août, août, septembre, septembre, octobre, octobre, novembre, novembre, décembre, décembre. Now that you have all of this, how can you turn that into a real life date? Oh, and by the way, une date en français is never a romantic date as you have in English. It's always a day of the year. The general rule we have to express a date is le jour, or just le for the day, le mois for the month, and the year if necessary. So Tuesday, December 15th become, can you guess? Mardi 15 décembre or le 15 décembre. Now let's try with February 1st. Can you guess? Well, no, it's not le 1 février, unfortunately. The first translates into le premier. So February 1st is le 1er février. Now you get how to read a date in French. Jour, mois, année. That's easy. So this is the 15th day of the 12th month 2020. So this is le 15 décembre 2020. Le 15 décembre 2020. Easy. Okay, your turn now. How would you pronounce these dates in French? Le 6 avril. Le 6 avril. That's my brother's birthday, by the way. Mercredi 11 mars. Mercredi 11 mars. Le 30 octobre 1983. Le 30 octobre 1983. This abbreviation style is not very common, but you might see it in administrative paperwork, for example. Le 12 juin 2020. Le 12 juin 2020. And le 1er février 2021. Le 1er février 2021. Félicitations! Now you're ready to use a date in French with any other number that you need. I prepared a playlist for you right here with a lesson about the rules and vocabulary about the French numbers that are really useful in everyday life. Also another lesson with French speaking culture with the days of the week, and then an in-depth look into the months and years in French. Click here on your screen to access the next lesson and I will see you there. Allez, à tout de suite!